Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you're at, whenever you're watching this video. Hey, thanks for joining in and thanks for coming back for yet another coin roll hunting video. I know there's several options out there and I appreciate that you've come and to join me in my new hobby of collecting this piece of history. I'm going away from taking a little break from my bank branch battles for a little bit, and I'm just doing regular coin roll hunting. I've got five rolls of quarters here from a bank that I normally don't go to. Haven't been there for a while. I've got another five rolls from a different bank, and I'm just going to add them in, see what comes out. Quarters are not as detailed for me anymore. Most of my albums are complete, but I do have, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the 2024s. I'm also looking for, I've got one 2012 that is still missing. So anyways, I'm going to bring that up here and I'll take a look at that a little bit later. Let's see here. Just want to make sure that I do have everything here. Yep, so a couple of the 2023s, 2024s are going to be the big one. I still need that one 2012, and of course we're looking for silvers, West Points, any kind of errors, damages, anything like that. So let's just start this off. Here's roll number one. No silver. But let's take a look at what we have. I'm always going to be looking for upgrades. We've got a lot of eagle quarters here as I'm looking at all of these. 67. I'll have to look, if something jumps out at me for a big one, upgrades and so forth. But like I said, I'm looking, wow, I don't think I've ever seen so many. 85. Older Washington quarters. Like getting none of these. I wonder if this is somebody's older collection. This might show some. There's nice 31, 78. Yeah, I might have to go through these a little bit closer. I'm not aware of any errors in these, but yeah, look at all of these. These are all 90s and earlier. Let's see here. All right, 65 clad. Always look for the silver on those. Wow. That's all I could say is wow. I don't think I've ever seen a roll that is all no state, no national park, no women's series. So that is what, 1998 and earlier. So definitely that's going to be, it could be a full album right there. Now let's see what the other roll, same style, has, if this is going to be the same or not. No silvers. Nope, this is all gone. This looks like we've got some of the state and park quarters in here. So, alright, I will bring you in if I come across anything of interest in this roll. Alright, folks, so here we are, Arizona, 2008, and this is a Philadelphia. So, still learning my errors and what do I need to look for. And this, that's a little bit zoomed in. Let's zoom out here. But Arizona is known, there we go, Arizona, focus, known for the extra cactus. And I was always looking up here for cut errors, not fully understanding where the cut error is, but it's actually at the base. If you go to the base and you see all these little extra cacti leaves at the bottom, or stones, whatever you want to call them, but then look right there at the initials, what should be legible, and you can see there is this cut error. Point that with on the video here, and that the initials are actually covered up by that cut error. So that's definitely post-mint or damaged die on there. I've been looking. This is a new one for my collection. So there we go. We have a Arizona 2008 Philadelphia, and that's the one with the extra cactus at the bottom. Bring in for the next find. All right, so here it is for number one, bank number one. 5 rolls challenge, Arizona, extra cactus leaf, cut error. I did put that in a flip. That's my first one I have found. And a nickel, 1993, nothing fancy on that one. Only 2 finds for the first 5 rolls. Bring in for the next bank. All right, folks, what do you think here? This is my second bank of the 5 roll quarter challenge here. I was getting hopeful when I saw the bank wrapped, but then I noticed the end. Looks like somebody took some time to unroll that and reuse the roll. So you think this is another coin roll hunter that's reusing those rolls? We'll see. We'll see what we find out from this bank. More to come with our next find. Alright, so here's a fun find. I had to look some of this up, but this roll has a red and orange. So orange, red, 1990s, earlier, very common. And you know, I just love history and asking where has this coin been, what kind of life has it led. Well, it's a funny thing with these coins. The research shows, or people will say, that these are what's known as house coins. Means arcades, places with jukeboxes, you know, coin machines as such. What the owner or the location would often do is they'd paint their coins for free plays or house plays. You know, if nobody's putting money in a jukebox, they want some music going in, the store owner would put in a coin. And so when they come to clean out the cash, the coin boxes out of that, the owner would know which ones were theirs and return it to the house for future house plays or free plays. So just a fun story about colored coins. So if you see them in red, very common. Orange is a new color for me. I haven't seen that. I've seen them in black as well. Just know that was from some business who took the time to paint their coins to recognize house coins and or free play coins. So fun story for this video. All right, folks. So I've got here a 1998 Washington quarter. Nothing fancy on that, Philadelphia Mint. But I came looking at this just because those "In God We Trust" was very blurry there. Come on, focus. There we go. So 1998, looking pretty normal there. Weak, but normal. I come up here to the top. Liberty, that E looks pretty good. But then I get to the "In God We Trust," and look at that. I mean, look at the trust. Look at that T, the O in God. And I'm just, you know, playing at this with some different angles here for you to see that. Because, I mean, to me, that looks like doubling. "In God We Trust," especially that T, or things got shifted. Who knows on that one? I did check VarietyVista.com. They don't list any DDOs or varieties for the 1998. But to me, I mean, that is clearly, I mean, look at it from that angle. Look at the S and the U. What do you think? Make those comments down below. Is this a double die? Is this, you know, again, I always go for the research. I'm going to look at some more of this online in between. But the 1998 Philadelphia Double Die DDO is that. Oh, I didn't even think of looking at the back. What do you guys know of that? Do you know of any doubling? And a 1998 Washington quarter. Don't see anything on the back side. So it looks like it might be only that on the front. Anyways, leave those comments below. Is it a double die? Should I trust Variety Vista? I am going to put that in a flip just to double and triple check for it. But make those comments below. Double die, not a double die. Alright folks, so here's our next group of quarters. 5 rolls, all customer wrapped. These rolls I actually picked up by a bank by some relatives we went and visited over the weekend out of area. I'll hide that there. They went in, older local bank, so it's a bank I would never normally get to go to, but just happened to catch them in time before they closed and picked up some quarters and picked up some dimes for my dime hunt that's going to come. So I figured I'd take a look at these. I did, because I was bored visiting family. I did take a peek at some of these, and what I'm going to do, I don't remember which roll it was, but when looking at them, alright, this was one. There were some really good conditioned coins, quarters in here, so I do want to double check just for upgrades. But in this particular one, I put them right here at the end to make it easier to look for here. I'm losing my camera here. Alright, zoom in there a little bit. There we go. So we have a 2024 Denver Mint, and that is the new Patsy Takamoto Mink. And I know the Philadelphia has some errors, so I haven't looked at that. That's a new one, so I haven't had a chance to look at that, and I actually have 2 of them. So I am going to put those. I don't know, because I still have to pull out my books, I don't know if those are, if I need Philadelphia or if I need the Denver Mint. I do know I have one of those. These other ones I just needed to pick up and take a closer look at. They're starting to lose their luster, so to speak, on this. And I do want to throw this on here. Whoop, there we go. Let's zoom in here a little bit. And this is the Alaska. Come on, where's that focus? There we go. So what I wanted to check on here, I'm starting to look at a little bit better, other than regular damage. The Great Land, looking at the A and the L in land to see if there's any cuds there. But generally what we see, just like this one, that cud in between the claws, the extra finger I think some people call it, those are coming more and more common, but you'll also see that there's some fill in between the L and the A and the N can get connected. So those are the ones I'm more or less looking for, but I will put that aside as the extra claw. Alaska, let's see here, which one? Maria, Vodo, Mohair, and just check for some quick doubling, and I think it was the cud and the hair grooves on this one, or no, the fingers. I don't recall anymore which one we wanted to look at, but nothing sticking out of the ordinary there, any kind of doubling, common doubling in the A, so nothing there. So I'll go through these quarters. Like I said, I got 5 rolls, small local bank, been there forever, and we'll see what we can find. Bring it back in for the next find. Alright folks, here we are, end of bank 3. Not much of finds per se, but some good good upgrades. A lot of cleaner coins in that bank. Like I said, it's a smaller bank, small town, visiting family. I just happened to pick some up. But other than that, we did have one bicentennial. I always keep those. These are good, like I said, really good condition. Denver Mint. I'll put that one aside. Um, Definite upgrade on this one. This is just real nice. Patsy Mink, 2004. What's that? Denver. So 2004 Denver. Great condition. So that will go into my book for the new American women. I'll put this microscope on for this one. Zoom that in a little bit here. And this is the Alaska. Again, I took a better look at it once I got it all in focus. Oop. Alaska, Philadelphia Mint, and right there we can see, here we go, the extra claw, or the cud claw as I call it here. Pretty good conditioned one there, definitely. You can see that. It's a minor one. As we look here, I got something in the book there. None of the extra cuds in the word land. Those are the ones I'm still looking for. So 3 finds for that bank. And now we'll move on to bank number 4. Had to think on here. Another small branch in my local area. This is a credit union by me, and as always, we'll do one quick together here just to see what we have on the edge. See what kind of coins we might be looking at. Just doing a quick edge check, and no silver on there. We got a couple better conditions, so we might have some recent ones. And hoping, as we'll pick this one out as our example here, 2020 National, and nope, that's just Philadelphia. Still looking for those elusive W Mint, West Point Mint coins. But I'll start on these 5 rolls, and I'll bring you in for any finds. Alright folks, I'm bringing you in here for bank number 4. First roll, as I'm going through. I wanted to get your opinion on this one. It is minor, 1966 quarter, but look at that. Look at the In God We Trust. And I'm going to do this at a couple different angles. Zoom in on that a little bit. You can see that doubling on the D, the W, and the E, a little bit on the T of trust. So here, let's change that angle. Get that focus again. It's really the peak of the middle part of the W. You can see it on the top of the D and the top of the T. I'll have to check. I haven't checked on Variety Vista here. I might put a note on there, but that looks like, if you look at the D, the W, the E, God we, that looks like some doubling on there. Let me know your opinions. Make those comments below. I'll put that in a flip and bring you back in for the next find. Alright folks, so here we are at the end of 1, 2, 3, 4, bank 4 that we've got going here, and been pretty consistent. Each bank has given me at least 1 coin to put into a flip. This was that. Oh, where's my microscope? That was that. 1966 In God We Trust Double Die, DDO. So I'll just zoom in and bring that in to show you again here. Looking, I didn't see any doubling on Liberty, and that's a little bit more worn there. Maybe a little bit on that B. Looking at Variety Vista, that was sort of what they were focusing on, the E and the R, and I just can't see any there. But when you get down to the In God We Trust, the thicker letters, you can really see it there on the God and the we.
a little bit with that S and that T. Definitely some sharp shelves there on the D, top of the we, or the W, and a little bit on that T and that S. So definitely a DDO. 1966, good finds there. And the other finds for Bank 4 were new ones. These are just book fills for me. To 2024. Uh, this is Dr. Mary Walker. And so I'll just look at which one's best, and that will be the first 2024 Dr. Walker that I get to add into my American Women. So now we are going to zoom out, make it easy. And we're going to look at bank number 5. I was able to actually pick up this morning just to make sure we have more quarters to go. 5 rolls, bank 5 at least, finally gave us some machine wrapped, bank wrapped rolls, and nothing really of interest in the end. Circulated rolls, that's the roll I want to start with. Ooh, runaway coins, get those put aside there. So yeah, so excited to see. Let's just see what this first roll together, and of course I'll bring in as we go on through other finds. That did not rip the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. And looking at the edges there, no silver. We got some good new ones, clean ones on the ends there. Clean edges, those are the ones I like looking for, again, because I'm looking for those 2024s. Still that one 2012, but let's just take a look here. 2023, and a nice clean Minnesota P. 22, Walmart Man Killer. So, but why I wanted this one is I want to look at this one here. 2020 was the end, and we're looking for that W. Nope, Philadelphia. So again, I'm just going real quickly go through these. A bicentennial, put that aside. So if I see anything collectible, double dies, W's, anything like that, I'll definitely bring you in for those and bring in for the next find.
All right, folks. 5. So here we are for the summary of bank number 5. Surprisingly, for being machine wrapped rolls, bank wrapped rolls, whatever you want to call them, I only had the 3 finds. I have 2 bicentennials. Had to think of the name there. 2 bicentennials, and then 1 Patsy Mink 2024. So that might be a book fill. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in all of our finds now. For all 5 banks. Let's just put these in a quick little order here, and let me look at, and just to confirm, okay, that was actually a duplicate. So we had Patsy Mink, D, book fill. We have Dr. Walker, book fill. And it looks like we have 2 of those. All right, so we have 2 Denver 2024 new book fills. We had the 2 bicentennials. We had the 1 miscellaneous find of a nickel and 1 miscellaneous find of the fun painted quarter. Orange was a new color for me. Usually I don't see those. And it looks like we did have more bicentennials. So, and look at that. We have 2P, 2D bicentennials. And then of the wrapped ones, get a nice little glare on there. Just bring you back in. We had the Alaska 2008, and that's, oops, if I don't drop it first, that's the one that had the cud claw on that one. Let's bring you in on that one. So that's got a slight, it's a smaller one than I saw here, and no cuds in the word land. So it's a minor cud claw on that. We have, bring those 2 in. We have the 2008, This is Arizona, and that one on the back has the extra cactus, they call it, the cut at the bottom of the cactus that covers part of the initials there. And then we found two DDOs in God We Trust. So we have the 1998 Philadelphia and In God We Trust. And let's just pull out the microscope for these. Slide that in place. Alright, and that's the 2000. There we go. In God We Trust. And that one, if you look at the UST in Trust, we have doubling there, and that was the 1998. And the 1966 In God We Trust, and we've got that doubling, the top of the D, the top of the W. Let's get a little better focus here. Top of the T, and the top of the E. So minor on the 66, but we got two DDOs, two cut errors, two book fills, the bicentennials, and some miscellaneous finds. So for a quarter hunt, not bad. One of my better quarter hunts I've had for a while. Thank you guys again for making it all the way through the video if you watched the all. For those who just skipped here to the end, hey, you missed out some of the finds in the earlier, but you get the summary here. Get to see a quick little bit of everything that we see, and remember, make any kind of comments, suggestions, recommendations, ideas, thoughts. Share your stories of your finds, your best finds, down in those comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all your support, and have yourself a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.